Welcome to Soul Sessions. I wanted to do this video right now while I'm still in the moment and while I have all these feelings and emotions still within me and everything's fresh in my mind. So I literally have just finished my spiritual bath. I've never done a bath like this, you guys, and this won't be the last one. This will be a monthly thing, or at least something I do towards the full moon, because it literally is washing away and releasing a lot of things. If you guys don't know already, water is so powerful. It washes away and it brings new life, okay? I want to get into what brought this bath into my life. So myself and my two other sisters, my soul sisters. Literally, I'm just getting out of the bath, so I gotta brush my hair. All three of us together have decided that up until tomorrow, which is the full moon, actually today's the full moon. If it's midnight, I don't see my clock right now. If it is midnight now, it is the full moon. It is officially full moon day that I've been waiting for. No, seriously, I'm excited for the full moon. So, all of us have decided that starting Monday until today, we all meditated at the same exact time. And this is an idea we got from another group that really taps in deep into awareness and brings awareness into your life. It's just an idea that came from one of my sisters. So basically, Monday, Tuesday, yesterday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, us three at the same exact time meditated. And this time was actually special because it had significance in numbers. So at 11:11 p.m., we all meditated. And as we've been meditating, I've been writing down exactly when I started, you know, how I may have felt before I started meditating. And then after the meditation, the emotions, the messages, the things I felt, I wrote all of it down. I just used it as an experience, and I wrote down in my diary. Okay? So not only have we meditated at 11:11 p.m. together, and we had that connection even though we weren't in front of each other, but individually, all three of us had one specific day that we would fast, as well as have a spiritual bath. So Monday was my one sister, and she fasted the whole day, and she had her spiritual bath at 11:11. The day after that was my other sister's turn. She fasted all day, and she had her spiritual bath at 11:11. I literally just got out of my spiritual bath. Just got out, like, you know, cleaned up and oiled myself down. And I wanted to do this video now because I literally just had that experience, and I can write all of this down, but it's easier for me to express it through this. And I really want to tell you guys the stuff that I felt and what I got from it and how beneficial that spiritual bath was. So all day today, or all day yesterday, which was Wednesday, October 4th, it was my day, and I fasted the entire day. All three of us fasted, and all we had was water. That's the very first time that I had no food on purpose. Literally on purpose, okay? So that's one thing. I knew in my mind that I was going without food. And and I just had water. Better. Okay, so all day I had water, and it was ups and downs. At first, you know, of course, closer to noon, I got hungry. My body was telling me it's lunchtime. You're ready to eat. So I had my ups and downs. I had my moments where I was like, oh my God, I'm hungry as shit. I want to eat everything. Like everything I pass, I was like, oh, I want that. I want that. I want that. And then I had my moments where it's like I got a second win and I was good. I had energy again. So it's like my body was going through cycles today, and I made sure that while I was fasting, I was paying attention to why I was fasting. And I took the opportunity of when I got really, really hungry to flush my body with water, to keep drinking and keep hydrating. And one thing you have to know is the more water you drink, the more energy you do get. Water is, if you stay hydrated, you're not tired, you're focused, all that stuff, right? So water did my body good today. And I'm so thankful for that. It was like a little detox for my body and a rest. But I kept focused on why I was fasting, and that helped me. So the reason why we fasted, we as a unit, my sisters and I, the reason why we fasted was so that this meditation, this connection, this leading up to the full moon, which is today, was almost like a detox and release of so many things. And we gained so many things from this experience. And we haven't even been able to talk to each other yet. We're meeting up today for our event, and I just can't wait to discuss like what we felt, if we felt some of the similar things because we meditated at the same exact time. So yeah, like the whole day it was ups and downs, but towards the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest with you, I got this second win, third win, fourth win, and I was so focused on getting things done around the house. Like I think because I was busy around the house and preparing for the event later today, that my mind wasn't as focused on, oh, I'm hungry. Like I had other things to do, and I actually was able to focus on all those things. Like I was cleaning every single thing up and down, just getting ready for our event and preparing food for the group of women that will be here tomorrow. So as far as fasting goes, I'd do it again. I think I would do it the exact same way, leading up to full moon or when I want to release something and take a spiritual bath. That's one thing. Now I'm going into the spiritual bath. This is the main reason why I'm doing this video. Because I fasted all day and my body was literally running off of my own fumes. No food, no nothing, just water. It was the purest I have felt in a long time. Light and just like pure, ready, right? So getting into that bath. First, let me explain what the bath consisted of. Hot water, really, really hot, and let me just get into, before I go off track, what was in my bath. So I have a natural bath salt from Blue Flower, and it's a mixture of like essential oils and this really good soothing bath salt. And then there's a lot of things you can put in a spiritual bath, you know, dried herbs, rose petals, anything that connects you with Mother Earth, anything that connects you with your ancestors or spirit. But all I had on me that a lot of people use in their spiritual bath is pink Himalayan salt. There's many different types of salts, not table salt, not white salt. Pink Himalayan salt has so many benefits. Beautiful pink Himalayan salt. So I mixed that, my little container I got from Japan. There's many different salts. Research it if you want to do a spiritual bath and see what salt resonates to you. All I had was pink Himalayan salt and my natural bath salt. That's all I needed, because I knew why I was getting into the bath anyway, and I knew that that would be good. I had, it's still lit, but my white candle, and then I have just a green candle. And I lit both of those just so I can have the element of fire. I had the element of air. I thought I would light my sage, but I didn't want to smoke out the bathroom. So what's left of my Palo Santo, I lit that. I was wondering if I have my lighter. Hold on. I don't think I have my lighter. Anywho, I lit my Palo Santo just to get the smell of that, to get the air element. And Palo Santo, if you research it, is a very ancient ceremonial element. Please research Palo Santo. It's really inexpensive and it smells amazing. All right, so I lit my Palo Santo. I had this beautiful music on. If you haven't seen my previous video, I explained the music I played was 432 Hertz. That's 432 Hz. And it's the most relaxing music and the most vibrational music I listen to when I meditate. It's the best music for me when I meditate. So that was on. It was amazing. So amazing. I had my notebook with me and I didn't write anything down yet because I wanted to do this video. But I did write down how I felt before the bath and what I felt from fasting today. So this is my book of my stuff. Let me show you all the crystals I had, and then I'll go through and explain my experience of the bath. So these surrounded the whole bathtub. Fluorite. We had celestite. Citrine. My amethyst. My rose quartz. My baby. This rose quartz is everything. Like, this is used in a lot of my meditations. It's kind of like the essential to have with anything that I'm doing. My black tourmaline, which came in handy tonight, and I will tell you why. My unakite, which came in handy tonight, and I'll tell you why. I'm excited. Like, this experience was sensational. My tricolor calcite. Beautiful calcite, so powerful. Like, calcite in general, if you're able to get any calcite, calcite's amazing. So this was a great piece that I used for mainly my solar plexus. I felt a really strong connection in my solar plexus. Really powerful. And then, of course, you guys know my favorite piece. This is like my top piece just because it's like everything. All doing, all knowing, all feeling, all purpose. My selenite. All right, so those are the stones that I had with me. All right, so everything's set up. Lights are off, candles are lit, music is on. My Palo Santo is lit. What the hell? Oh. So to bring everything in, I looked at myself in the mirror. I felt the heat rising from the hot water. Before I even stepped foot in the bathtub, I took a moment to look at myself and appreciate my body. Women, that's the best thing that you can do for yourself is give yourself beautiful, positive affirmations. Look in the mirror at yourself naked. You can be dressed, you can be naked, whatever. I wanted to take a moment and look at myself and appreciate myself. And this feather, I went all over my body. I went very close. I went all around, and just, if you've seen my videos before, this feather is all about Mother Earth and nature, grounding. This is my feather. This is my baby, and it allowed me to go into the spiritual bath with the highest positive vibration that I could have, confidence and grounding. So that's what I did first, and I'm just going to say this for the record. Everything I did, meaning the actions I did and what I did next with the stone or what I did with the feather, literally I've never done before. It's just what my body and my spirit was telling me to do. That's the most beautiful thing you can do, is just go with what your spirit is telling you. Like, I'm not ashamed. I'll do this in front of people too. This is what I feel. This is what's going to happen. So that feather went all over my body, and I did the Palo Santo and dispersed that smoke into my space. Got ready. All right, so now I entered the bath, this hot bath. My first reaction was, oh my God, let me keep my cup of water next to me because one, I haven't eaten all day. Two, I want to stay hydrated. The water's really hot. You always want to stay hydrated. Mind you, I still haven't eaten yet. I wanted to do this video. I'm not even hungry right now. Okay, so I stayed hydrated, and my first thought was, oh my gosh, I'm gonna faint. Because after, I don't know how long it was, but in the beginning, I felt the hot water take over me and kind of drain my energy, on top of me being a little weak from not eating. You know, I pushed through it. I pushed those thoughts out of my mind of saying, "Oh my God, I have to get out soon. It's too hot." You know, I had those thoughts. I'm just going to be honest with you. I had those thoughts of, I feel like I'm about to pass out. Like I felt like so hot, and on top of not eating, that mix was a little dangerous. But I stayed hydrated, got my cup of water, kept drinking. I don't know which stone I touched first. I feel like I played with my rose quartz first. I dipped it in the water. Now all my stones, I didn't put them all in the water because some of them, especially the selenite, especially the celestite, especially the amethyst or my black tourmaline, these have little shards that come off. You know, they're raw in these little pieces I might not see, and I don't want it to mess me up. I don't want it to float around and get onto my body and scratch me or get into my system, right? So the first thing I did was my rose quartz, I dipped it in the water. The very first thing I did without even thinking about it was massaged my breasts. Rose quartz is all about love, and it's within the heart chakra. And I felt so sexy, and I felt so beautiful, and I felt so like feminine, connected to my sexual femininity and that divine connection that only women know and feel. I massaged my breasts with it, and I enjoyed that moment, and I took time to love on myself, and I held it on my heart. Long story short, I used these stones to massage my body, to hold on to them and feel the energy it was giving off. So that rose quartz made me feel so sensual, so sexy and feminine. I'm just gonna, as quickly as I can, you know, I don't want to rush it, but I also don't want this to cut off. I hope that, like, sometimes I don't know how long my time is gonna go on my video. So anyway, I'm just gonna really talk about the ones that I felt something so serious from. So rose quartz was one. I used that a lot tonight, and then eventually at the end I just sat it in the water and let that energy hit me through the water and touch my body through that energy, through that vibration it was giving off in water. And it's so smooth. It felt so good on my skin. Next up, we're going to talk about the tricolor calcite. The tricolor calcite, I actually don't remember to work with a lot because this is something I use in my house as a decoration piece. Like I have it in an area where I know that this energy gives off a lot of power, a lot of protection, a lot of calming feeling. Like I know it disperses a lot of light and love and power and protection. That's what I get from this. And so it's in my living room. It's in a general area that disperses that energy. And so it usually just sits and it looks really good where it's at. But I took all my big crystals with me in the tub. This guy, I don't think I dropped in the water because just now, like as I picked it up, this little tiny piece came off. It just dropped off. So, you know, it's raw. I didn't know if anything was going to get in the tub. This right here, another piece fell off. This right here had me feeling so powerful. I'm going to tell you what I envision. Whether you like it or not, whether you laugh at it or not, I don't care. That's the point of this video. This gave me the feeling of horses running in a field wild, like Stampede. You know how there's like a pack of horses that are running, and they have that scene in the movies where it's like strong and powerful and like a lot of drive and a lot of force. Just imagine all these horses running with full force power. That's what I got from this. Like, that's the image that came to my mind when I held this. And I actually felt this strong sensation within my stomach, almost like nothing's going to stop me. Nothing is going to stop me. That's what I received from this in that moment with this calcite, tricolor calcite. That's what I got from this. So much power, like I'm not stopping. The journey that I'm on, I'm going to go harder for myself. And I'm going to push through and just be so like full force with everything. So much power from this. That's all I can say. It's just, that's the image that I got. That's what I felt. Okay. I want to talk about this because I'm saving the best for last. Like, this is the last one I'm going to talk about, is the strongest sensation I got. I'm back. Thank you for watching again. I haven't got a video editor yet. Well, like, I haven't found one that I can work with or something. You know, this is all new to me. So thank you for watching. This is part 2. We were left off of, this is something else, the next stone that I'm going to discuss, my unakite. My unakite, I use with my rose quartz. First, I just held it like this, and instantly I always want to put it on my womb, where my pelvic is, my yoni, you know, where we breathe life as women, where we reproduce, our womb, that life center, that life force right there. I always massage it right there, and as soon as I put it on there, it's almost like I feel like this sunbeam shining right through my womb. All right, so that's just something I wanted to explain. That's the first thing my body told me to do. So I did that, massaged my womb, and I felt so good, and I connected with that. And mind you guys, while I'm doing this, I'm meditating too. So it's a meditation, it's a spiritual bath, and it's like crystal healing all at the same time. Amazing. So, hold on. So I decided, why not use both of the heart chakra stones? Ooh. Heart chakra stones. So I, again, massaged my breast with it. And I just felt so much love. And it was all about female empowerment for me. It was all about loving my body and being sensual and being in that moment for myself. I felt amazing, and I felt so in touch with myself just by bringing awareness, right? Anywho, so then I decided, let me put this on my womb and let me massage my yoni. Then I took it a step further. Placed this, basically sat on it. I sat right on it so it touched my vagina. I wanted to feel the sensation from this on my vagina. I did, so I sat on it, and I was just sitting on it. I didn't insert it in or anything. I sat on it, and then at the same time I used my rose quartz and massaged around my womb. Man, this is my experience, you guys, and I want to tell you, this right here might have to be my very first yoni egg. When I get a yoni egg, that I've been wanting a yoni egg for the longest time, I haven't got one yet. This is my next one. Anywho, I felt a sensation, again, the same thing like when I placed it around my womb. I felt this huge light beam shine throughout, but inside, like in my womb, and shine this light. It was like opening me up, and I felt so alive and in tune. Those two together are really good. This might be part 3. I apologize if by the time I upload this video I haven't found out how to put them together, but this is what you get. I really want to share this. So this is part 3. Thank you for staying with me. The next thing I'm going to describe is something that I've actually never felt before when I meditate. My fluorite. This was the one that gave me something that I've never felt before. Just the the feeling I got from this, the emotion that I got from this, like I literally almost cried. I felt tears, but it wasn't like a really deep sobbing cry. It was just like, oh my God, I'm so thankful. Oh my God, I'm so grateful, you know? This was amazing. And again, I'm focusing on my breathing. I'm focusing on that Kundalini rise from the base of my spine. And I felt that serpent rise within me. I felt that serpent rise and I got straighter and I exhaled deeper. So I'm just going to say this, my fluorite, I was holding up to my third eye. At the same time, this black tourmaline was sitting on the side of the tub and I just placed my hand over it. The reason why I did that is because whenever I tap into my third eye, I want to be protected so that if I'm diving really deep, I don't want any negative spiritual entities or negative messages or anything like that trying to interfere with that frequency. So yes, black tourmaline was a must to hold while I held this, and it was the most powerful experience I had or have had in a long time. You guys, all right, let me just explain. Instantly when I put the fluorite on my third eye, I felt myself sit up straighter and I felt myself breathing deeper and almost like I felt more clear and light inside. So I had this on my third eye. The feeling I got was almost indescribable. Like, I hope it's easy to describe. Basically what happened was my breathing in and out was so much stronger than what it was holding the other stones. It was just a different feeling. It wasn't like my breathing was bad with the other ones. But what I want to explain, there was so much clarity and so much focus and so much attunement with what was going on spiritually on this journey that I'm on. It made me feel so many things. Like, do you know how many situations I put myself in years ago, you know, when I was going down the wrong road and I was with the wrong people and I was doing the wrong things, and I, not saying wrong because it got me where I am today, but when I was not living my best life, it made me feel so grateful to be where I am right now. Like, it actually made me focus on that. So it made me feel thankful, and I had a release. I had some tears. It's almost like I was quivering. I was so shook of emotion. It made me remember how many times I could have not been here anymore, you know? So where I am today, I felt my spirit, my body coming together and saying, I am here. I am aware of where I'm at right now. Like, I'm more aware than I've ever been. This just brought me to so much clarity and so much focus on who I am now, what I'm doing right now with my life, and like I'm living out my purpose. I was so thankful. Like, I literally said out loud, I'm so thankful. I literally said out loud, thank you to my ancestors. And I'm so thankful for the life that I'm living right now. It brought this mental clarity, this euphoria feeling. Overall, it brought more awareness into, like, it made me focus on how grateful and how aware I am now. Like, it was so powerful for me. I had a really good experience with it. And it was a happy experience, but it was really intense. The other thing I want to talk about that got me about fluorite, it's something about fluorite, and I never took the time to work with it. I'm so used to grabbing my rose quartz or something, right? Or my selenite or my black tourmaline. This fluorite is going to be something that I use constantly. Now that I know what it did for me tonight, you know, it opened me up. So All right, I want to explain. I was breathing in really clear, really strong, focused on that Kundalini rise, right? When I exhaled, I felt like I wasn't stopping my exhale. I felt like even though I felt like my breath was gone, I kept breathing. Like I felt like I was breathing for a very long time. Almost like this was drawing out my breath. Like I was stuck, like my stomach was like giving all it had. I imagined this pool of breath it was taking out of me. When I was exhaling, I imagined the pool. Like I literally felt a pool. Almost like it was a vacuum taking it all out. Even when I felt like I had no more exhale left, I didn't inhale. And when I inhaled, I breathed like my breath was out loud. It was so deep. So I just want to explain fluoride is really powerful. That's the experience I had from it. And I'm so grateful for this experience I had with fluoride. It just brought this really deep emotional frequency that brought so much clarity to what is going on right now. And it brought a lot of awareness to my emotion, to my feelings. And of course, my selenite. I'm going to explain because when I was done, I stood up out of the tub, got in front of the mirror, and waved this all over my body. And I watched as this beautiful sheen grazed across my body. It's like I was in tune with every little detail and every little feeling from this spiritual bath. I feel like a brand. And one thing I wanted to mention as well is I actually imagined, so let me just say this, towards the end of the bath, towards the end when I knew my body, my spirit, it was good. Like I've had enough, you know? And I got everything out of it and I just knew that I was complete. I was aware that I was actually feeling like I knew I was complete and finished with that bath and I got what I needed out of it. I began to splash water all over my body and I did it throughout my bath, throughout working with the stones and healing myself and feeling these things. I kept splashing once in a while and I would splash and massage with the rose quartz and dip the rose quartz and massage myself again. But at the end, I couldn't stop. It's almost like those, what is it, the Clearasil commercials? When they would like splash the water all over their face and it was like this dramatic thing. I felt like I was playing in an ocean or playing in a lake. And all I could do was keep splashing. I was like splashing on my shoulder, and all over my body. And as I began to splash, I began to rub. I began to rub that bath into my skin, that experience. I began to rub it into my skin. And what I felt was a washing away of everything old. And I even told myself, I said, the ways I used to think, or the things I've been through, or the person I was, is gone. I'm not that person. I'm not those things. I'm not those experiences anymore. I do know that everything I went through got me to where I am, but nothing is holding me back anymore. Nothing is holding me down. Nothing is discouraging me anymore. Nothing is stopping this journey that I'm on. Again, I'm going full force. I shed my skin. I literally felt and I literally envisioned the snake when you see their skin shed and it's like this long sleeve of skin. I felt it when I was rubbing. I felt my excess skin that was dead, that was old. I felt it coming off. Not just, oh, I felt dirty today and the water like kind of washed me clean. I envisioned a layer, the layers of my old skin going away, being washed away, like pulled off of me. this is for real. This is my experience. What you experience may be different, but you will experience something, because what you're doing is becoming more in tune with yourself and your experiences and your journey and who you are right now. Be thankful for that. Oh man, that bath was amazing. And like I was saying, I was literally waiting all day to have this experience, because what my sisters were telling me, it felt so powerful, and it felt like something that I was so ready to experience. And I knew I wouldn't have the same experience as them. Like, we all had our individual experiences because of our own journey. But I'm so thankful that we did this. I hope that one day you take the time to do a bath for yourself. Not just any bath, like legit, you take the time to be aware of the elements you have surrounding you. And, you know, I try when I'm doing rituals or releases or anything, like anything I do in meditation, in bringing awareness in that moment, I will do all I can to bring all 4 elements around me, which is earth, mineral, stone, earth, fire, candles, water, I need to hydrate, I'm thirsty, and air, which is the sage, the air and the smoke from the sage, or my feather is the air element. I love this baby and I'm so thankful for it. So yes, I really just wanted to talk to you guys about what I felt. I feel like even these videos won't do it justice, but I needed to do it without writing it down and without forgetting the moment that I'm in right now. Like, I want to be in the moment, I am present, and I wanted to share that experience with you. I feel like a brand new woman. I feel so much more powerful and so much ready to take on everything that I have been pursuing. I'm literally not holding back. Like, I thought just a couple hours ago, I'm not holding back, I'm putting myself out more, which is true, and it's still happening. But this is on another level. The only person stopping you from things happening in your life is you. It's you. It's your mindset. It's you scaring yourself out of doing things. And it's that fear that we've been conditioned with. I'm not even going to touch on what I just thought about talking about, because that's not what this video is for. I'm staying in the moment. Just remember, you can always grow out of what you were taught and what you think is true. Question everything. That's a whole nother video. But I really thank you guys for staying tuned. Thank you for bearing with me. I had an amazing time. And I will do it again. It was a full release that I needed, that I didn't think I needed, or I didn't know that was going to happen. So take time for yourself to just be with yourself, to remember who you are, to love yourself, to be like saying in the mirror to yourself, I am sexy as hell. I am beautiful. I have so much to offer. I am this beautiful being that is on this earth. Like, oh, I love myself. And that is in the most humble way, but in the most confident way. I hope that you get that. And if you don't, that's the wave I'm on. I'm confident in everything I'm doing, but humble enough to know that I don't know everything. I love you guys. And I hope that from seeing this video, you are ready to take on the full moon today, October 5th. If when you're watching this, it is October 5th, this is the perfect time to release everything that you need to let go of. I love you, and I thank you so much for watching. I still don't want to eat. I feel like with all the good that I did by fasting, I'm just gonna pile junk into the system now, but maybe a couple grapes. You guys take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Love yourself. And I'll talk to you very, very soon.